Hello, friends.
This is Shannon.
This is Heather, and we're going to do our best to channel our inner Erin today. We hope you're taking care of yourself during the holiday season. Let's take care of some housekeeping first. Are you remembering to journal, get your water and movement in, and take care of yourself this week? Remember to give yourself lots of grace.
We are going to try to keep this short, no more than an hour
and a half.
All right, so we're talking first about the mindset of holidays. We have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 talking points for you today. You may want to take notes, but we will post the points later as well.
Number 1, think about how you did at past holiday events. What did and didn't work for you? How did you feel after? And what can you learn from previous experiences? Did you like how you felt after eating 30 Christmas cookies?
No. All right, point number 2, you need to make sure that you set some boundaries. Don't let the nouns in your life take control. People, relatives insisting you eat everything and giving you peer pressure. Places, eating at someone else's house, feeling like you're out of your comfort zone and you're worried about asking what the ingredients are. And things, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Any holiday is just a day, friends, not an excuse to splurge. Enjoy in moderation.
Point number 3, journal. It doesn't have to be this journal, it could be any journal. Do you feel emotional during the holidays? Angry, happy, sad, or stressed? Instead of eating your feelings away, which just adds to the existing feelings of guilt, disgust, shame, and yuckiness, think about what is causing the feelings to begin with and write it down in your journal. If you don't like writing in your journal, then call or text a friend who is supportive of your journey. Send a message in your group, scream in a pillow, go for a walk.
Point number 4, don't let feelings cause you to veer out of your lane and eat like a dump truck. I know for me, holidays remind me of my mom and grandmother. It doesn't give an excuse to not take care of myself. I have to remind myself that they would want me to make healthy choices and learn from their mistakes. Neither had a good relationship with food, and I know I can do better.
Point number 5, be positive. Read something uplifting, recite affirmations, pray, meditate, put on uplifting music, take a walk. And now we're going to go into tips for the holidays. Now that we've talked about mindset, we want to give you some tips on how to survive the holiday season. We have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tips for the holidays.
All right, so tip number 1, going to a get-together and you want to sample everything, bring a 1/4 cup measuring cup, just like Erin gave us at our party. Okay, that way you can have a little bit of each of the foods that you want to try and you won't feel deprived. I know that when I feel deprived, I end up binging later. So that's why it's so important to have a little bit of everything that you want.
Tip number 2, plan ahead and set realistic goals for the holiday season. A realistic goal may be to maintain your weight throughout the season versus losing weight. Be consistent in tracking your data. Continue to get in your water and movement, and take time each day for self-care.
Tip number 3, drink lots of water, very important. Okay, we find that the water, if you drink lots of it in the morning, has a couple different benefits for you, other than just the fact that water is good for you. You'll feel full faster. It'll help with any additional salt intake so you don't feel bloated later. And you won't mistake hunger for needing to have water. I know that that's a big thing sometimes for me, that I end up thinking I'm hungry when I really just need some extra water.
Tip number 4, get in your regular amount of movement, at least your regular amount of movement. Even better, get in some extra. Take a walk after dinner versus napping that turkey off.
And we all know that we want to really nap.
Especially Shannon.
Yes.
She goes in the other room and naps after dinner.
Yes.
Not helping with cleaning up.
I'm a big napper. All right, point number 5, plan for events. We all know, I've talked many times on our meetings that I'm a big planner, and I know Heather's a big planner as well. We want to enjoy the festivities, but we need to say how much of what before. Stick to your plan. Track all of your food for the day. Make sure that if you know that you're going to have something, that you put it in your planner. If you want to have 5 M&Ms, make sure that they're on your planner. Don't veer away from that. Okay. If going out, look at a restaurant's menu online beforehand. I know that's something that's been really helpful for me whenever I know I'm going out and I don't have control of exactly what's in the food. I always check out the menu ahead of time so I have a couple healthy choices when I go there.
I'd also say, like, if you go to a party, you don't want to deprive yourself. So even if you didn't plan for everything at that party, get right back on plan. The very next thing should be getting back on plan. Like, don't wait till the next day. Don't wait till the following week. Get on plan right after that party.
Exactly.
Are we on number 6?
Yes. We're on
Okay.
Tip 6.
Tip 6, find healthy substitutions for your favorite holiday foods. For example, do you love Chick-fil-A's peppermint shake?
Definitely.
You can make your own shake at home. Vanilla shake mix and peppermint extract. Throw in some ice cubes. It may not taste exactly like it. Throw whipped cream on top. You'll never know the difference. And it'll be healthier for you, and you can still have whatever else you wanted the rest of the day. Love holiday candy. Find a delicious protein bar in a holiday flavor. I know there's a lot of protein bars out now that are pumpkin spice, but
These are the new Snickerdoodle Puffs by Built Bars, one of our favorite companies for this. They taste like candy bars. Yummy.
love cookies and baked goods this time of year. Look online for healthy recipes, or if you go, I don't know if everybody knows this, if you go on our Facebook page under files, there are recipes, PDFs, and one of them is a holiday recipe guide. I know this is backwards, but this was posted last year, and there's appetizers, main dishes, and desserts in there.
All right. Point number 7, going to a party, bring a healthy option with you. Some ideas. If you're a vegetable lover, okay, you can bring a veggie tray. If you like fruit, that's more me, okay, then you can bring a cut up fruit tray. You can make a charcuterie board. Have a healthy
You get extra
appetizer.
points for saying that, right?
I know I said it right. I practiced. A side dish, a healthy dessert. Okay, at least then you'll know there's something there that you were in control of the ingredients.
And I'd say if you're bringing a veggie tray and it's a small get together, and you know there are people that don't like vegetables, make a small veggie tray, or you're gonna have a lot of veggies left over. Tip number 8. When out holiday shopping or going to events or gatherings, eat a healthy snack or meal before you go out, and or bring some snacks that are on plan that you like. I always try to put a protein bar in my pocketbook wherever I go, but you can bring things like jerky, meat sticks, 100-calorie snack packs, ready-made protein shakes, protein bars, fruit, whatever plan type you're following. I know some people are low carbs. Some people just track their calories. So just find snacks that you like to eat that fit into your plan.
And I know that also helps me, even when I travel, to plan ahead of time and bring some of my protein bars, some of my 100-calorie packs, things that I know that I enjoy eating, but will not make me have too many calories for that day. All right, point number 9. If you're at a buffet style meal, yes, we can have buffet food. We just need to be in control. Look over all the food choices first before making your plate up. That way you can make better choices when you make up your plate. You can choose protein first, because we know that helps fill you up. Then some veggies, for me, just a little bit. Then carbs and sweets. Make sure that that's last. Make sure you get all of your good stuff in first, your proteins and things to help fill you up. That way you don't feel like you're out of control and that you binged.
Tip number 10, and this is one that I really need to work on. Stop and listen to your body while eating. If you feel full, don't continue to eat just because something tastes good. If you feel bad that you didn't get to sample everything that you wanted to, you could always ask your host if you could take something home for another day or for your next free meal.
All right, tip number 11, eat slow. That is a big thing. I know a lot of times when it's a holiday and it's something that you really enjoy, we tend to kind of inhale our food. Enjoy the portion that you allotted yourself, because if you're having this much, if you're allowing yourself to have this much, you want to make sure you enjoy it. Okay, we all know that a lot of people, this could be like one mouthful. So make sure that you slow down, that you enjoy what you're getting to eat. If you don't like something that you put on your plate, okay, don't finish it. Don't worry about hurting someone else's feelings and trying to finish everything that you put on your plate. Okay. I know that I like to save my calories for things that I really enjoy. So if I try something and I don't like it, I'm just going to leave it on my plate.
Our grandmother used to take her napkin and like camouflage the food she didn't like on the plate.
Like
We all
did
knew what she was doing, but that's how she covered it up. And tip number 12, treat yourself to something as a reward for doing what you said you were going to do or what you plan to do. So if you say you're going to go to a family get together or a work event and that you're going to have a quarter a cup of whatever foods you like, and you actually stick to that, treat yourself to something non-food related, a new outfit, a massage, a new water bottle. So that way you're rewarding yourself for actually doing what you said, and it's not messing up with your eating plan.
All right, so these are just some tips that we came up with and some healthy mindsets just from all the information that we've gotten from Erin all this time being with her. So we hope that you put it to good use. We hope that you take time to plan out stuff and that you end up getting through the holidays, surviving them, still feeling good about yourself, because that's a big thing. We need to give ourselves grace.
Enjoy your holidays, and we love your
Your guts.
guts.